Hello everyone, welcome again to my channel. We're still talking about the reported speech, and this is actually the fourth episode, as you can see. Alright, so we're still talking about different kind of speeches and how these kind of speeches can be reported. So far we've talked about reporting statement, and reporting order. So in the previous episode, we talked about how to report an order. How to report an order, and we said that an order can be either affirmative or negative. And also we said that the reporting verb of an order is most often tell, and tell in the past is told. All right. Now in this episode, we're not going to talk about order. So order is something that we did in the previous session. In this episode, we are going to see how to report advice. Advice. All right. So this is actually advice is number number three. Is number three. This is the third kind of speeches, and now we are going to see different kind of advice and how these advice can be reported. All right, now let's start with number one. David, you should visit doctor. Now this is a piece of advice very simply because here we have the modal verb should, and should is for giving advice, right? You should visit a doctor. So this is David is talking directly. So this is actually a direct speech. It is a direct speech, and it is direct also because, as you can see, it is between quotation marks. Between quotation marks. Now this is actually a direct speech. Now let's see how we can report this advice. How we can report this advice. Right now we start. All right, what I'm going to say very simply, we start with David. So David. David. Now we need a reporting verb. We need a reporting verb. So up to now, so far we've seen that the reporting verb of a statement is the verb say, order the verb tell. Now here we have advice. Here we have advice, and very simply the reporting verb is very simply advise. Is advise, and so advise is the reporting verb. And advise in the past is very simply advised. Is very simply advised. So David, the reporting verb is advised. So David advised. Advised. So we can say advised me, or advised maybe him or her, or advised his friend, advised maybe John, etc. So the object depends on whom David is addressing. So we are going to take very simple example. We can say David advised me, for instance. Advised me to visit to visit doctor. To visit doctor. So this is a very simple way to report a certain advice, just like here. So as you can see here, we have the reporting verb advised. Advised is advise, the verb advise in the past. So this is the reporting verb for advice, for advice. And here we have, to, as you can see, to plus, plus, infinitive, to plus infinitive, just like, the way we report an order or command, right? Now, to plus infinitive. So this is actually, as you can see here, this advice is, very simply affirmative, is affirmative. So remember this, to plus infinitive when it is affirmative. Now let's take, number two. His mom, you had better go to bed early, right? Now here, as you can see, this is a direct speech, because it is, said directly by the mom, and as you can see, it is between quotation marks, between quotation marks, right? Now here, as you can see, this is, had better, and had better is another expression for, giving a piece of advice, And here we have the verb. This is, the verb go, to bed early. Now, as you can see again, this is affirmative, This is, affirmative advice, This is an affirmative advice, right? Now, let's try to see how we can report this, advice just like the first one. Now, you can pause and try to do it yourself, then we can get back, right? Okay, all right, so what I'm going to say, very simply, his mom, his mom, his mom. Now, we need the reporting verb. The reporting verb is advise. In the past is advised, His mom advised him. Why him? Because here we have his. So if we have her mom, advised her. My mom advised me, advised me, etc. Alright, his mom advised him, So here, as I said before, to plus infinitive, to plus infinitive. His mom advised him to, to plus infinitive, go, to go to bed early, to bed early. Very simple. So this is actually very simple, To, as you can see, to plus, infinitive, to plus, plus infinitive, So this is another example of advice, affirmative advice, just like in the example number 1. Alright, now let's see number 3. Doctor, you shouldn't eat unhealthy food, You shouldn't eat unhealthy food. So this is a direct, speech, by, a doctor to his or her patient, to a person, to a person. You shouldn't eat unhealthy food. So the expression of advice here is very simply, shouldn't. And as you can see, this is, negative, This is negative, alright? So this is very important, So this is negative, Shouldn't eat unhealthy food, alright? So here we have, in number 1 and number 2, we've seen pieces of advice, in affirmative form. But in number 3, we are concerned with a piece of advice, in a negative form, Shouldn't eat unhealthy food, alright? Now here, you can again pause and try to report this yourselves, then we correct all together, Alright, so what are we going to say? Very simply, we start with, the doctor, the doctor, doctor. The reporting verb, very simply, advised. The doctor advised, advised, Now we need the object, we need the object. The doctor advised someone, patient, maybe Tom, maybe me, maybe him, maybe her, etc. So very simply we can say, doctor advised her, advised her. So we can say advised her, doctor advised a patient, doctor advised Tom, etc. So it depends on to whom the doctor is giving this advice, alright? So doctor advised her, advised her not to eat unhealthy food, unhealthy food, unhealthy food. Alright, very simply. Alright, so as you can see here, not, plus to, plus, again, infinitive, plus infinitive, alright? So this is just actually the same as the way we report orders or commands, So not, why not here? Very simply because here we have, the negative, we have the negative form, the negative form, So this is actually all about, today's episode, how to report a piece of advice, And here, as you can see, we have expressions of advice, like for example, should, should, or shouldn't, or shouldn't, alright. We have also had better, had, better, had better. You have also ought to, ought to, etc. So this is, very simply, how we can report, a certain advice, certain advice. Just remember, sometimes it is affirmative to plus infinitive. Sometimes the advice is negative, just like the example number 3. It's always with not plus to plus infinitive, like the example doctor advised her not to eat unhealthy food, right? So this is actually Very simple. Here, for instance, we have, okay, his mom, you had better go to bed early. We can also say, his mom, you shouldn't go to bed late. Okay, you shouldn't go to bed late. Okay, late, the opposite of early. Okay, late. Okay, we can say late. Okay, the opposite of, okay, early. Okay, so you shouldn't go to bed late. The reporting, we're going to say, his mom advised him not to go to bed late, okay, not to go to bed late. That is actually very simple, okay. So I hope you found this beneficial and easy to understand. If you have any question or suggestion, don't hesitate to let me know in the comment. See you in another episode number 5, reporting a suggestion, okay, reporting suggestions, okay, how to report suggestions. That what, okay, episode number 5 is going to be all about, okay. See you then, have a good time, goodbye.